Dr. George Cromack here at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, and I'm here with David Wolfe, best-selling author, lecturer, world-renowned nutritionist and expert in superfoods and longevity. David, you've been talking a lot lately about the implications of calcifications and adhesions in the soft tissues and various organ systems of the body, how they impact our health, and various protocols to address this situation. Can you share with us your experiences and insights into the significance of releasing the dural adhesions inside of the spinal column between the spinal cord and the actual spinal column itself?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. George. There is a significant discovery that is occurring in medical science right now that's indicating that calcification is the root cause of inflammation and seems to be the root cause of immobility and many of the conditions that we see today, from arthritis all the way to kidney stones and diabetes as well as cancer. That there seems to be a calcification component to all those conditions and many, many more. I want to mention that, to clarify that issue, because it's new to people, is that what's really going on with any kind of age-related disorder is a calcification of some sort. So we've seen, for example, immobility in the spine, the development of arthritis, the development of calcification in the coronary artery. These things are all related to an excessive amount of calcification in the tissue and adhesions between bone joints, adhesions in the joint itself, and ultimately these types of adhesions or calcifications lead to age-related degeneration. Some of the work that I've seen you do, Dr. Cromack, is this work of elongating the spine in order to break up the adhesions that occur inside the vertebrae between the cord and the actual bone of the vertebrae itself. This is one of the hardest areas to get to. It's one of the most challenging areas in people who have age-related immobility problems where they've lost the elasticity in their spine. And I really commend the work that you do. In fact, I benefited from it myself tremendously because it's able to do something that has never been able to be done before. And that is to break up those adhesions and that calcification in elongating the spine so we get that juice back in the spine and break up that crust that's holding each vertebrae together, and the crust that's actually removing elasticity inside the cord itself, so that when we see aging, we notice that there is kind of a degeneration of the spinal cord in a way where calcification is creating a lack of mobility. And that elongation technique that you use is substantially capable of removing that type of adhesion.
And what was your subjective experience from when you actually had that technique done to yourself?
Well, I've seen all kinds of chiropractors, so many, it's in the dozens, 36, 40, 50 chiropractors in my lifetime that have worked on me. I've had all different kinds of spinal adjustments done, every kind. I think every kind known, an amazing amount of stuff over the last 20 years. And what you're doing with your system and technique is completely original, it's unique, and completely exceeds anything I've ever seen and provides results faster than anything I've ever seen. One of the things I don't like to do is have to go to chiropractors again all the time, over and over again.
Right.
So with the techniques that you use, it's kind of like you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those types of treatments, and you don't need repeated visits to the chiropractor. So fortunately, because you've got so many people that you get to see, you would put yourself out of business if you were actually narrowed down to a small community, because you'd get everybody's spine so well, they wouldn't need you anymore.
Nice.
Now, fortunately, you have a very wide variety of information you provide in the fields of longevity and health sciences, so it works out. But your spinal adjustment work is the best in the world. And I want to mention that again, it's the best in the world. And I couldn't really say even a higher praise than that. It's the highest praise I've ever given to a chiropractor. I think your work is tremendous.
Thanks so much for sharing that with us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And have a great trip back.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right.